Hey, Roll Rough Riders. This is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I want to talk about failing at success, but successful. We as people are so busy trying to make it, trying to reach that mark and reach that goal and hit that $1 million mark. We are failing at the very things that we are trying to accomplish. Success. You know, we've all had our childhood experiences, and when we experience the things that we've experienced, we say, oh, my child ain't gonna live like that. My child gonna have a better life than I had. It don't matter. I'm gonna do whatever it takes, because maybe your parent did everything that they could do, and just because you give your child a better life, quote unquote, whatever that is to you, doesn't mean it's successful. Because our lack is not our children's lack. See, we give our children what we would want to have, but that ain't what they need to have, because that is not their need. We're trying to fulfill our need and give it to them what we would have liked to have, but that ain't what they want. Let me get a little deeper. So you're so busy getting a better life until your children's lives is no better than your life. See, your parents not being there doesn't mean that if you're not being there for a positive reason, that it makes it better, because you're still not there. Your parents might have not been there because you go through generations, and we all have our different weaknesses and the things that we're trying to peel through. Your parents may have been doing things, drinking and smoking out at them clubs, when them clubs used to be open back in the day. But we were, as a people, were coming out of something, and we were medicating what it is that we were coming out of, because we've been in it so long. So a lot of things got negated because it was the first time that we could take care of ourselves. But now, in our era, we're not going through what our parents was going through. So we can't judge their situation the same as our situation, because it's totally different. See, they medicated because they were coming out of a lot of sorrow and hurt from what we experienced as a people. We're medicating because we don't want to feel anything that doesn't make us feel good, because we got this feeling like life is supposed to be all good, that no bad comes. But where we came from, it was all bad. Now we can finally feel good. Let me get a little deeper. But whatever reason your parents weren't there, excuse me, and whatever reason why you're not there, whether it's making a better life for your children, you're still not there. We have to learn to create a balance in our lives. Excuse me, guys. We have to learn to create a balance, work and enjoy. You know, we want to work, and, your parents, like I said, they were coming out of a lot of painful things back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So, they would go to the little clubs, and they would get their drink on and smoke on, because they were medicating a lot of hurt and pain that we had suffered as a people, like I said before. But you're not there because you're after expensive things like Persian rugs. art pictures costing $10,000. I ain't mad at you. But you're going out getting things to quote unquote to create a better surrounding, but it still does not create grounding. You creating a better surrounding for your children doesn't get a grounding for your children. The grounding of your children comes from inside of you, spending the time with them and helping them to get a better view of life than what you had. Not because you got better furniture and nicer cars and better clothes. Excuse me. It's because of what you let your children know. And you say to your children, I'm going to use an example. In spite of the things that we don't have, and they may not understand it at the moment, I just want to let you know that I love you. I'll always be there for you. And I promise you that I'm doing my best. But instead of me being out there on the grind all the time, getting all these things that don't mean a thing, I'm spending time with someone, you, that means more than anything to me. That's what grounds them, not what surrounds them. I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get it before it kills.